Hello, how good of you to join once again to Humankind. I'm really digging this game and learning the ropes of it. It's beautiful, especially the more complex it gets. Now, what we want to do first of all, I'm sending one of my archers that we have here. I'm going to send this guy up here because with our new learned technique in the last episode that we can use outposts for cities, I want to create an outpost out here in this region where we have coffee once again and then merge it with Capua, right? So Capua that we have there, and Capua has the coffee already, so it is kind of like specializing into coffee. It's not soldiers or gladiators after all, it's coffee that Capua is known for, and or at least this Capua. And so I want to merge this territory then with it to further maximize my output of coffee for my empire, right? Coffee is also really good for trading and purposes. Now we have also some suggestions once again with the diplomacy, so with the Rapans. We want to, stay allied with them. We are allied right now. We have an alliance there, and they propose now to have shared logistics. Now, shared logistics basically mean that we can upgrade our armies, and they can upgrade their armies on the same territory, right? Where we can upgrade our armies on their territory and vice versa. Let's accept this one. Doesn't sound so bad. This is one of them, and the Goths also have a proposal for us, and that is trade everything. So basically we can now exchange luxury and strategic resources with our cities. Let's also accept this one, even though I haven't really had a fully look at the trade system yet because we haven't unlocked it yet, but well, we'll see about it. Now we continue. I'm also, the archers are on their way, very good. Down here we have our main army right now, which is consisting of those 3 guys here. And what we can see is there is a rather strong deer running around, so 2 of them. This one, and we might just attack it right away. In Tyrians we have low stability, but the public fountain is being finished soon, so stability wise we should be fine then. I'm going to wait for the next turn. Those guys can stay here, and those guys also stay in Capua, and with this we should have everything for this turn. Nope. Iolcos has finished one construction. Also, once again here, we might actually expand into this territory and use the outpost once again for this city. Now that I basically know how this system works, it's really, really important actually. And we haven't done that yet. Now, let's just see what we might do for Iolcos. Iolcos at the moment has not that much food, to be honest. We have 3 population here. They might come to a close there soon. We also have the commerce, but there's basically nothing here that we could do with that. Triumphal Arch gives me more influence output, but less stability, which is a bit strange because it's a monument for the might of our empire. But still, that's that. Let's actually, do we have the fountain here already? Yes, let's go with the palisade because it's a rather borderline city, so having a fortification here makes sense. We're also finishing the fortification in KNÓSSÓS then soon. Now we have an event as well, the Wheel of Misfortune, and we have it down here in Pylos. So the invention of the wheel is transforming the world of trade and transport, but one frightening man from the volatile city of Pylos sees a darker use. With much glee he enumerates all the devious ways a wheel can be used to inflict pain on a person, from breaking bones to slow cooking to dragging bodies through the streets. He offers his services as an official torturer. How to respond to this offer? We could reject or we could hire him. Let's hire this guy and just see what we can do with him, right? Everything else would be boring. Now, let's end this turn. And there it's at an end. In Tyrians, we have finished the public fountains, so we can now move our army there to the deer and hunt him down. To also fight a bit, so we can confirm the battle. Now we would have the employment. So with the deployment... Oh, I cannot go up the mountain there. Those would have been amazing. Not in my deployment zone, so let's just have them here and the soldiers here in the front. Right, and let's end the deployment, and now we can attack the deer first with the archers. It's actually 2 deer. Yep, doing quite a lot of damage there, and with these soldiers that we can finish them off. This is the first one, and with the second army we can basically just go in and rush and kill the second one. Easy, right? We get 20 coins out of that, and of course a nice battle there in between. And yes, stability is still growing despite not having an army there anymore. Who are these guys there? Mercenaries. with citizens, right? They should have no chance against our army if we would attack them, yes. So why not, right? Let's try and destroy them. Or can I actually hire mercenaries? This would be interesting. Doesn't seem like it. There's an encampment over here somewhere. I think these are more like the barbarians then, right? So they have their camp over there, so we might just, you know, purge them from this land. Now up here, yep, you can stay, you can stay, you can stay. And in KNÓSSÓS we have the palisade. Oh, pretty, look at that. The palisade we have now surrounding the city. Also the outpost. Not the outpost though, right? So the outpost has no defense there. Now KNÓSSÓS has finished that. I think we should now, yep, there it is. The stone walls gives me another plus 20 fortification. And just for the heck of it, let's build the stone wall since I researched it as well. Industry is still looking fine. I could have a harbor. Where could I have a harbor? There, look at that. We have a smaller lake there at least, and we could have a harbor in this area as well. Also some more maker quarters. For another plus 12 industry up here. Let's do this. Let's boost our production there even more. And for KNÓSSÓS we can still go with the fishery as well. So this gives me additional food for every river tile. And since we do have quite a lot of river tiles in KNÓSSÓS, let's do this. We have an abundance of food, but it's better to do it now than later. Also, I would like really go with the market quarters at some point. Unfortunately, also here we don't have the best stats for the markets. We would have one down here that was with 2 food here, right? So on this tile we can do it. We would not lose any food at all. So let's build well, the market quarters there as well, because I'm eager to find out. Actually, I think KNÓSSÓS is turning into my main headquarters there. First of all, the name is pretty cool and it's elevated up there. Rome is rather open at the moment, so we might still continue there. But Rome, well, as our capital, is our cultural center, right? So this is my goal. And KNÓSSÓS is our powerhouse for industry. And as we can see here in Rome, also the palisade is coming up. These graphics are amazing. It looks very cute and beautiful, the whole thing, and colorful. So perfect for that. You can totally imagine yourself living here along the river there. And there we have the city then itself, and there we have the open plains. Absolutely fantastic looking. Now let's continue. We can end the turn already. A few constructions are going to be finished in the next turn. Let's do this. And there we have it, turn 59 right now. Once again, the archers can stay also here and here. And my troops going still up there with the next territory. So we could already claim it. Let's just have a look where we have something there. We do get some bonus research, a lot of it. Bonus research. It's going to be the outpost anyway. It's not going to be a city or anything, right? So I'd rather go with the research boost here. We can have an harbor then anyway that boosts our food. Food we have in Kapur, right? Oh, not really much food. So food should be our concern for this outpost for Kapur. We have 12 food up here thanks to the river tiles. So I might just build it here. I have no idea how big the impact of the harbor is yet on the food production. Let's have it then here, close to the oceans anyway. So this will work for us. Now let's continue. We have our main army going eastward. We also have there something. What is that? This looks like, oh, it's a neutral city that we have. So there's a patronage included. So we cannot be done. We must wait for this outpost to become a city. It's Nazca, so NAI. It's not another empire, right? It's really just an outpost there. And we have the standing army now researched as well. This gives me finally access to the iron and also the city watch, which gives me an additional stability bonus on garrisons. Pretty important. Now we have a new interesting tag that is the conquest. So we can first of all have games. And we can also attach outposts minus 10%. Mounted warfare, philosophy. I think we're going with philosophy. It gives me the research quarters. It gives me a school. So this is boosting my science overall. And another administrator. That is important. We do have still a few cities without an administrator. And that is something I need to focus as well. Now, those armies we can skip once again. I hope I hope I'm really not missing out on any defense point there. Would be a shame. And Iolcos needs something new again, which is rather close to Rome. I think this definitely has enough food, yes. So we might actually boost the industry on this this one there, but we already have one here, the Maker's Quarters. Perhaps some money without demolishing anything, but nope, also not possible. Yeah, the fishery giving me the food for the rivers, and probably also the House of Scribes to boost my research even more. And oh, we have lots of forest, so the lumberyard makes a lot of sense for this one too, to boost the industry output there. Let's do this. And in Pylos, another city, and yes, I know we have a few too many cities there, so merging them with outposts would make more sense for the next run. In Pylos we have a lot of food, not that much industry. Stability is also fine now, thanks to the fountain. Yeah, let's finally build the horse ranch here. Gives me another 2 on the research as well, which is interesting. But it gives me horses. We still don't have horses, right? In Capua, up there, I wanted to build the horses then at some point. And Venice. Venice has it. We finished the harbor there first, though. Now my army, we continue. What is that? There we have something. A cave. Gives me a vision increase. And let's just see what we can do with this outpost there. Nazca. Next turn, let's move up there. Can we ransack it? We can ransack it for 67 coin. It's a nice mountain region here. They also distrust us. They should. I cannot do anything with anything else with them at the moment, as far as I can see. So we're just going to ransack them for the money. I can also upgrade some of my units. So unit upgrade. This unit can be upgraded. With this one here, it needs to be on our territory though, and we need iron, and then we could upgrade it to the swordsman. So iron is something that I can finally do in KNÓSSÓS now. We're building a few things, but here the iron mine is coming up, and there we have then the iron deposit as well. I think I haven't seen any other iron yet, but this is definitely on my list then. And Capua has now also finished the coffee plantation up here. So coffee gives me an industry bonus, it gives me a money bonus, so +4 on the coffee there. And we have the coffee amenity now. And on all cities, +2 food per farmer and +5 stability. This is pretty incredible. This is really powerful, having the coffee there. And I wonder if I have more coffee, does this bonus go up as well? No idea. I don't think so, but we'll find out. In Capua now I have basically the ability to continue there. We don't have much food here, so having a farm makes a bit of sense to me. We don't really have that much to... Up here we have a farm tile, because we have 2 fertile areas around with +5 food. Let's do this. And Maker Quarter should be possible here as well, +10 thanks to the proximity to the mountains there. Capua is going to be a great city for us, I think, especially with all the coffee. My soldiers still continue now up there to the outpost, so it should be one of these guys. There it is. Still takes 4 turns though. Next turn we have successfully ransacked this city here, so this is 67 coin that we got out of it, and we can move on now. Poor fellows there. What we can see also is that, is it destroyed? Interesting to know. I think this city is actually destroyed, so this might be also for the future interesting to know. Free trade with the Celts. So buying a resource from the other empire and transporting across the territory can be done freely of charge. Yes, let's do this with the Celts. The only real enemy for me is the Assyrians down here. I want to conquer them completely. They also have access to the Southern Ocean, and plus they're a thorn on my side. I don't like the way he looks at me, so no good idea for him to be alive anymore. The units we can keep on garrison anymore. Again, my units are moving now on this very beautiful map, and we can enter turn, and thus enter turn 63. I don't think that at the moment much is happening. Once again, everything is building up there. Up here though, I think it... Oh, look at that. The Celts moved into this territory there. Alright, I think this also brings me closer to war with them. Can we see how powerful they are? The Celts at the moment, their strength is the warriors as well. Okay, they're also focused on the warriors. We are in alliance with the Celts as well. Or is it those guys actually? I think those are the guys we are at the alliance with, right? The Assyrians, they focus also on combat and pillaging. That is a surprise to me. So no more outpost up there. Rome has finished its construction of the palisade, so we have a bit of a protection here now too. And let's see, food we really have a lot. I should push the industry though. We have some mountain tiles, so gives me another industry there. That's good. Stoneworks. And on the other hand, perhaps also money quarters we don't have yet. We have 6 population here though, so we could actually go for more soldiers, right? I think so. Or we actually start construction of zoos. Should we do that, or should we continue now with... Look at that, how far I can actually build here. Incredible. We could have another industry center up there with +8 industry thanks to the proximity of the mountains. Here we could have +16. Yes, let's do this. So Rome is continuing its expansion there. We do need a bit of industry points here, otherwise we cannot finish any projects. You know, so you always have to have a balance there. Turns. Let's have a look at that. Can we also have another artisan quarters there? Nope. Something with money. Oh, yep. So why do we have such a high output there? That's because of the proximity to saffron. We get a bonus there on the money. We would lose a bit of industry though. But +6 money doesn't sound bad. Doesn't sound half bad. And yeah, we could also go with the artisan quarters here. This gives me industry and money. Let's go there. This way. Makes more sense. I don't like this. The Celts. I don't even see them that much on the map, so they're up here now. They just... Oh, they're down here as well. And this is where open borders come in mind. They actually moved through my territory up here to get to this outpost there. So, Celts, that was not a very nice move, but I need them for the Assyrians. So, we have also a new star. Philosophy has been researched, another era star we get. And we now have another administrator ready as well. Let's just see what new stuff we have. So the sailing with 2 ocean cities makes more sense soon. Hydrology gives me another +2 food on the river and also more worker slots on rivers. We have lots of rivers in our territory. And the aqueduct, let's go with that. I hate that. This is terrible right now. Those guys stay here and those guys merge with them. And we are going to move them down to the southern border then. Because I like the Celts. We're not going in war with them, even though they were annoying. But they were unknowingly annoying. So let's move them down here. Righto. This regiment can stay. And those guys, they're moving deeper into this territory there. Where perhaps... we find some enemies. Can we put an outpost? Yes, we can make this our outpost. And let's just see where it makes a lot of sense. So we have 2 territories there. This one here is good for now. And this one here gives me then the horses. There we get some science points. This is definitely putting a lot of industry on Pylos then. Because of course it's going to be an extension of it. Or Venice. No idea yet. But look how beautiful it looks. Lots of mountains there. I want to have the proximity of that research point there, so let's have the outpost here, surrounded by the mountains and the research, so this gives me a nice boost there, and then we're moving into this territory, and here, if no one else takes it, we might actually make a city. It's a huge land there, and beautiful looking too. Rome has gained another population, and a new grievance also, and trade with the neighbors is possible. Especially with the Celts in Pylos, we do have something. The flooded lands, an unrelenting deluge of rainfall lashes down upon the great city of Pylos and the surrounding lands. If the rains don't stop soon, the banks of the great river that threads through the city will burst, flooding the adjacent quarters. With limited time and resources, the choices are stark. What do you do? We could pay 120, we have a lot of coin. We could protect the dike around Pylos, and this will have good consequences. Let's actually do this. Right, that is because we have so many rivers here, obviously, we have also the chance of flooding. I like that. Beautiful. So many systems. And look at that, KNÓSSÓS has finished the stone wall, and it is looking majestic. Beautiful. As the city is also growing, as we can see, we have beautiful stone walls around this. So KNÓSSÓS is really looking epic, I gotta say that. It's an epic city that we have up here in the mountains, with the stone walls surrounding it. Being our most industrious city of all. It's my true powerhouse that we have there right now. Absolutely fantastic. I love the map so far with all the elevation that we have and the differences coming out of that. Beautiful. I hope you enjoy this as much as I do. Stay tuned.